Fortnite has countless Easter eggs to celebrities, from football players to singers. Let's start with Patrick Mahomes. He's known for a lot of things: his talent, humbleness, and of course, ketchup.
I'm a big ketchup fan, I've always been, but I put it on my macaroni and cheese, but people seem to think that's a weird thing. Oh, did you guys want some?
Yeah, he's so obsessed with ketchup that he even puts it on his turkey during Thanksgiving and wrote about it in his biography. So it's no surprise that when he appeared in Fortnite, players were introduced to the good stuff. It's a gigantic bottle of Tomato Head's ketchup. It's a reference only true fans would understand. And if you've been on social media, like ever, you've probably seen this guy.
I'm so sick of these people. You know, oh, how do you do that? How do you do that? I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
This is Stephen A. Smith, and when asked about his Fortnite drop spot during the show, he picked a total classic.
I'm gonna go with Tilted Towers. You know why? It's right in the middle here, and it looks like that's where all the action is. You see how this looks right here? See all this green here? But this looks like where all the action is. Where the party's at? Where the party's at? I'm going with Tilted Towers.
Well, this clearly caught the attention of someone at Epic, because when they announced Reload a few weeks later, the announcement said Tilted Towers in the middle of the map because, yep, that's where the party's at. Speaking of parties, Chapter 4 introduces to a pretty regular looking emote during the Wild season. Well, fans couldn't help but think it feels a little too familiar, and of course all they had to do was watch Tom Holland's lip sync battle. Although I'll say, it's a lot easier to guess the inspiration behind Fortnite's remix vehicle, the 1966 Cadillac. These are all over the map, and while they just seem like your average lowrider to most players, it was based on the exact same car Snoop Dogg drives in Gin and Juice. And while Snoop didn't bring Ice Cube into Fortnite with him, they did have a different kind of melting on the island. Just weeks after Remix, this huge block of ice was placed on the map, and quickly it reminded players of a long-running joke about Mariah Carey. For years at this point, people have joked that on December 1st, Mariah begins to defrost, ready to sing All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like the jokes literally start as early as Halloween. Well, eventually Mariah herself picked up on this and put it in a video a couple years ago. So it only made sense that Fortnite had to recreate it. Now, not all Easter eggs are references. Sometimes Epic go all out for a celebrity collab. Like when Eminem finally came to the game in 2023, he had a Slim Shady emote. But pay attention to how most players see it. For the true fans who wear Eminem's outfit, they'll get a hidden detail. Some Easter eggs are left in as heartwarming tributes, like when Metallica took over a bunch of Fortnite modes last year, fans noticed that Loot Island had a secret area. Once it spawned in, they could head to a hidden cave and get 10,000 XP for discovering this graffiti on the wall: Cliff 'Em All. It's an homage to Cliff Burton, a member of Metallica who passed away in 1986 when their tour bus crashed. It is a great way to remind younger fans of someone they might not have known about. Keeping with musicians, we're back to Snoop Dogg again, where his concert had a heartwarming secret of its own. During the event, most players were distracted by all the visuals and probably didn't realize the important graffiti on the battle bus. This says SYFL, aka the Snoop Youth Football League, a real-life after-school team that Snoop Dogg made in 2005 to keep kids focused on their goals. Not gonna lie, must have been pretty cool to get a shout-out from Fortnite themselves. Keeping with the tributes, when Chadwick Boseman passed away in 2020, it shocked everybody. And with an upcoming Marvel season, fans are wondering how Epic would approach a Black Panther skin. Well, they did it perfectly. Despite the fact it was included in a bundle with other superheroes, the trailer was entirely dedicated to him. Not only that, but Fortnite would go on to add a tribute POI on the map, and it looked incredible, as well as a Wakanda Forever emote they gave everyone for free. This permanently immortalized Chadwick to millions of players, and I gotta say, that was a W move from Epic. In a more lighthearted fashion, we have emotes that are simply there to make players laugh, and what better way to do it than with the Pure Salt emote. You can tell this was released in 2018 because it references a meme we haven't seen in a long time. Maybe you've seen the video of Lil Yachty doing the craziest stage walkout pretty much of all time. If you haven't, Fortnite definitely has.
To the cop and pull out. money, don't care about what they on.
And when it comes to singers like Ariana Grande, Fortnite added secrets that not even new fans would know about. Like back in the day, Ariana had a mini pig known as Piggy Smalls and made an entire Instagram for her in 2019. While there hasn't been any new photos for a while now, thankfully she'll always be remembered in Ariana's back bling. This became a trend as more celebrity pets made their way to the game, like Lewis Hamilton's dog Roscoe. Now if you remember the Slim Shady emote from earlier, it's not the only celebrity dance that appreciates fans. I gotta say, Messi fans are super dedicated, so it's no surprise they were wearing his outfit when performing the #1 fan llama. By now, you probably already know about The Rock's Fortnite secrets, whether it's his special eyebrow bone or the way he teases tattoos through the foundation suit design. We've talked about it in a lot of videos. What a lot of players don't know about was hiding in the files. Only data miners could see that he was codenamed Turtleneck. It's a nod to this photo of The Rock when he was younger. Not the only secret you probably didn't even know existed. Everyone remembers Marshmello's revolutionary concert, but what goes completely under the radar is how Marshmello secretly appeared in game a day early.
What's up, Fortnite? It's Marshmello. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.
No way.
What?
One of the funniest celebrity Easter eggs went totally under the radar. Mr. Beast dropping in the item shop was a complete surprise that nobody paid attention to the actual shop. They just rushed to buy him, moved on, but if they looked at the emote right next to Jimmy's bundle, they would have seen an incredible joke. Fortnite put the classic Zanny dance next to Mr. Beast as a reference to the epic rap battles of history intro.
Mr. Beast!
Honestly, I think the team working on collabs is chronically online because they seem to reference every possible meme a celebrity has caused, like when they brought Shaquille O'Neal to the game. Of course, they wanted to tap into his side gig as a DJ, and what better way to do that than remind everyone of this classic moment.
Okay.
If you missed that, you probably also missed his iconic shimmy dance. Some references you won't even understand unless you go to a concert. Like when Karol G appeared in the Icon series, one of her back blings was this shark. And while it might seem random, it was the same shark, a part of Karol G's tour concept. Now when you're adding this many celebrities, you gotta remember these are real people with some crazy history. So when Epic added Mariah Carey to the game, she was in the shop at the same time as Eminem. And the two have a pretty rocky relationship. Like they literally made diss tracks on each other back in the day. If you thought Patrick Mahomes' obsession with ketchup was weird, LeBron has an even deeper addiction, tacos. Sure, Mahomes may put it on his turkey, but LeBron loves Taco Tuesday so much that he tried to trademark it. Although I will say he only tried to copyright it so he was protected while using the phrase in his projects, like, you know, making an entire skin dedicated to Taco Tuesday in Fortnite. Now, you probably didn't realize that some super old cosmetics are hidden celebrity moves, like the Showstopper emote. It's over 6 years old, and even back then, Epic were leaving Easter eggs of their favorite idols, like Chris Farley. Sometimes celebrities want to reference other people, so when Snoop Dogg came to the game, he decided to pay tribute to his hero Kobe Bryant. That's why on his Skins jersey, you'll see colors that look exactly like an LA Lakers jersey. And when you equip the padded style, the Easter egg goes even deeper. There it is, the number 24 famously worn by Kobe. Some references are a little obvious, like when Epic brought Billie Eilish to Fortnite, they wanted to show off how far she'd come over the years. So they put together a trailer recreating a ton of her music videos. Now, I can't make this video without mentioning one of my favorite celebrity Easter eggs in all of Fortnite. Let's take it back to Halloween 2022 when fans are treated to a surprise horror character, Ash Williams from Evil Dead. There's an insane secret here that only appeared if you talked to him while dressed as Spider-Gwen. It's super random, but he would tell you that you remind him of a wrestler he once knew. Confusing for most people, right? Well, for this to make sense, you had to look at it as if Ash Williams wasn't talking to you, but his actor Bruce Campbell was. The dialogue is a callback to Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man film, where Bruce Campbell himself has a cameo announcing, you guessed it, the wrestling match. And if you thought that felt out of place, fans of Harry Kane were excited to buy his Icon series, only to realize his back bling was just a storm. It felt really random, but you had to read the name of it. It's the Hurricane. You get it? It's like Harry Kane, Hurricane. It's a nickname fans have been calling him for years, and if you just saw this on someone's back in a match, you probably have no idea. It's stuff like this that reminds you that Icon series may be designed to appeal to everyone on the surface, but when you actually pay attention, there is details even for the most hardcore fans. Eminem, he put on the massive show during the remix finale, and on the surface, he was recreating the final showdown, something, you know, we could all appreciate. For fans of his music though, they'd be able to nerd out over the comic book section. It's a reference to his music video for Without Me. Eminem is so popular that even players who don't listen to his music can appreciate the theme of his POI. They replaced the grotto with Mom Spaghetti, obviously a line from Lose Yourself that basically like everyone knows about. Except when you landed here, it was more than just a joke. They designed a whole restaurant, and that's because Eminem did the exact same thing. Not joking, there's a real life Mom Spaghetti in Detroit. It's not the only way to deal with fame. When the Kid Laroi was getting tired of paparazzi invading his privacy, he decided to start wearing a shirt with one simple message: leave me alone. It has since become pretty iconic, and Fortnite decided to project this message with his Icon series skin. Slightly ripped and faded, which hints he's been wearing it for a long time. I gotta admit, it's a pretty cool attention to detail. While we're on the topic of rappers, the remix season was obviously full of them, except in the trailer, someone was missing. One of these chairs at Snoop's agency was left empty, and all you could see was the number 999. And this is all a touching tribute to the one and only Juice WRLD, whose favorite number was of course 999. And at the end of the finale concert, we turned into a butterfly to watch Juice fade away, leaving one final message. Sometimes Fortnite puts so much detail into these crossovers, they have no idea when they accidentally add a secret. Like when they added Darth Maul, they spared no expense in recreating every tiny detail to the point where they even included this earring. But why? And yeah, this actually appears in the prequel films, and it's because his actor left his earring on by accident during filming, and they just left it. It's just like how they included the mole on Padme's face, something that has become so iconic it's even on action figures and cosplays. It's not just real celebrities that get their own Easter eggs, even virtual singers can too. Like when the Frolic dance showed up all those years ago and fans immediately noticed its resemblance to the Leak dance. Turns out this would come full circle just a couple years later when Hatsune Miku headlined festival, and of course her back bling would be the famous Leak. And that's not the only time they foreshadowed a celebrity for years. Let's take it back to 2022 when the Jug Band emote dropped. It was one of the only times you could play a song with your teammates, and in order to hear the true song, you needed a full squad. Only then would it play this. That's right, it was Poker Face by Lady Gaga, and Fortnite never acknowledged it. It was a simple tease that would finally manifest 2 years later. On the other end of the spectrum, Travis Scott's appearance in-game was a total surprise, but when he did put on a shadow, his skin included an incredible back bling. This is the Cactus Jack logo. It's a reference to his brand and label, although that doesn't mean Travis never had a surprise appearance. In the Ice Spice concert, he showed up on his classic asteroid only to be a silhouette. And if you didn't realize, this whole stage is themed around New York, along with Ice Spice's POI in the map, Ice Isle. Of course, Ice is from New York City, so she decided to make this place feel like home. As for Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, a lot of people have forgotten these guys are part of the Icon series. It's been a while since Silk Sonic showed up, but when they did, one of their styles lets you wear their iconic suits from the 2021 Grammys. Now, you might not consider Optimus Prime a celebrity, and well, he's not, he's a character, but he is played by one Peter Cullen. And did you know when Optimus first appeared on the Fortnite radio, they secretly hired Peter himself?
Greetings. My name is Optimus Prime.
Taking it back to Snoop Dogg yet again because he has one of the funniest Christmas outfits we have ever had. This is Santa Dog, and it's a reference to a real product that appeared in 2021. Some fan decided to convert their elf on a shelf to a Snoop on a stoop. It blew up, caught his attention, where he said he had no connection to it and was pursuing legal action. Well, fast forward a couple years and Snoop is back selling this as an official item and bringing it to Fortnite. I love when Icon series have a personal touch, like how Neymar's emote is his iconic goal celebration. The same goes for Harry Kane and Marco Royce, who performs his Three Wise Monkeys celebration. But there is a long forgotten celebrity Easter egg you can't find anymore. There used to be a third default dance, and Fortnite had to remove it for copyright, and that's because it was based on George Michael. Sucks that it's gone, but you can still appreciate the secrets in Mr. Beast's cosmetics. For example, how his glider is a Lamborghini in gift wrap. Not just a reference to his vids, but the most 200 IQ way of avoiding copyright I've ever seen. His tournament was full of references like this, like Jimmy being chased by the military, a crash plane, and a flying house. Let's go back to Miku because her back bling went over a ton of players' heads. Simple backpack, right? Well, for Miku fans, they know it's a classic see-through bag that tons of people wear as merch, including to take it to concerts. You ever been to a concert? You gotta have a clear bag. By far, one of the greatest celebrity Easter eggs in Fortnite history appeared in the Avengers LTM. If you won while playing as the Avengers, you'd be treated to a special tribute to the late Stan Lee.
Excelsior!
What Easter egg was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming. And don't forget to use code T5G.